Hello, fellow souls and light workers, good people of the world out there. I wanted to record this while it was fresh in my mind, and I was really inspired to do so, and I wanted to convey what's going on in my revelations, because this is the craft of living, and the craft of living is what we are creating every day. It's our creation, it's our craft, and it's always metamorphosizing. And I wanted to title this video, I Am That I Am. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with that term, but I remember when I first heard that about 10 years ago, I was not at a place to cognize that term yet. I could read it, I could read it be explained to me, but I am that I am. Great, glad that you are. I had no idea. And it wasn't until I was practicing Reiki on my dog that I started to say to myself, because I could feel my doubts creep in, what are you doing? This isn't going to do anything. No. I am a healer. I am a soul with access to healing potential. I am a powerful creator. I am, and I just started realizing the theme of what I was saying is I am. And, that's when my light bulb went on in my head. I was like, oh, I am. I am that which I put my mind to. I am being. I am that, whatever that is for you. And that really kind of put two and two together for me. And so then it further led me to believe, okay, what are you? As people, how do you define yourself? Oh, I'm a carpenter. Oh, I'm a receptionist. Oh, I'm a medical worker. Oh, I'm a whatever. Or even ethnicity. Oh, I'm this and I'm that. For me, I am Tlingit, Alaska Native. I am German and I am Irish. Is that all that I am? No, I am so much more. Does that help define me and kind of add building blocks to who I've become now? Absolutely. But is it all that I am? Does it encompass me, all of me? Not necessarily. And so I just wanted to kind of call an invite to feel free to redefine who you are. Who are you? Who are you really? What we're being called to do in this time period in our lives, everything that's been going on, we are being called to stand in our own light and our own truth, and whatever that is for you in your own heart, and to stand in that light and that authenticity, and to be that, whatever that is for you, showing it in your actions, showing it in your words, expressing it, and feeling okay to kind of break out of the boundaries of who you thought you were. Because that kind of is our old mentality of kind of keeping us in a box, right? Well, I am this and I am that, and that's how I'm always going to be. Well, that's a little bit of static kind of viewpoint, right? I mean, if I'm looking at it like an ever-evolving thing, something that's ever-evolving. So not being afraid to redefine who we think we are and who we used to be, and just have it be an ever-evolving work in progress type of thing. What are you being called to do? What lights you up? What brings you joy? Who are you? And just making certain little discoveries in my life about, oh, I guess I'm a light worker. Oh, I guess I'm a way shower. Oh, I guess I'm and all of these revelations start coming up within me, oh yeah, I really, really resonate with that. Oh, I really resonate with that. And so just, some of the things that have come up for me are oh, I'm an empath. I'm empathic. Yes, I'm an empath. I communicate with animals. Oh, I do Reiki. Oh, I am a healer. Oh, I'm a shaman. That's in my lineage. I am a psychic. I'm a medium in progress. I am a newly discovered, never really thought I was, but I'm a newly discovered witch. It had so many negative connotations for me in the past that this is fresh discovery for me, as of yesterday. I was maybe so. And I just wanted to kind of share that discovery process with you guys in case there's anybody that's like a little afraid to show their light and who they really are, and maybe scared of judgment of what people are gonna say, like, oh no, like for instance, I feel like I could definitely be Pleiadian. I don't know, I'm still exploring it. The same thing with the witch concept. I'm still exploring it. I'm still discovering. Every day I discover something new about who I am. And I just wanted to give you just that courage and that you know, the go ahead, the green light to be whatever it is that lights you up, that you feel is true for you, and to not be afraid what other people are really going to say and how they're going to judge you. And because they're going to judge you anyway. They're going to judge you anyway, no matter what you do, no matter what you proclaim to be. If you're a devout this or a devout that, and that's what you are, people are going to judge you no matter what. So you might as well do what's true for you in your heart. And I think that's just really important to kind of embrace that idea of finding your own light and finding your own truth. I was listening to somebody channel the Pleiades, and she had said, it was Barbara Marciniak. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but man, some of the stuff she said just rung true in my heart, and it was like a bell or an alarm system within me was going off, and I was really awakening to who I truly am. And I found that I was holding myself in this little box of my job description and my ethnicity, and that was who I am. And I realized that, oh my God, we're so much more. We're so much more, and we are ever evolving, like I said. And it's just a beautiful process to witness within yourself and mostly within the world, seeing other people stand up into their light and proclaiming, this is what I am, this is what I stand for. And you know what? These things are going to always, you know, be changing. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to be this one day and this the next day. I'm just saying they're going to evolve into a nice evolution of things. And it's going to be a conglomerate of ultimately who I am today and who I am becoming. And I'm just so excited to share these certain revelations, because I had my own negative connotations, like Pleiades. Oh my God, that's like too far out there for me, you know, like Lightbringer, what is that? But as I started to get more comfortable in that knowing, it just felt good and it felt right. And I thought, as long as you're doing no harm, what does it matter to anybody else, right? So this day and age where, again, I always come back to the divisiveness. It's so easy to be divided amongst human beings, but it's equally easy to be united if we all remember that we are souls with a body having a human experience. And remember also to not kind of like, because for me, I got myself stuck in this little box. And if you are familiar with Wayne Dyer and really just anatomy and physiology, you understand that every 7 years, every single cell in your body has changed over, has renewed, has made itself anew. And so every 7 years, you are literally a different human being, literally. And so take that opportunity to embrace your light, because the more of us that are embracing who we truly are, instead of who society or government or our family and friends think we should be, which in all of those scenarios dim our light more. And we are here to shine our light and to shine our truth and shine our knowledge and be the most authentic we can be in alignment with our higher selves, like I always talk about. And it's just so important. And I just wanted to encourage anybody out there that might be like, oh, I don't know, it's like kind of weird stuff. It's just like, it's just a little, you know, whatever it is, whatever your inhibitions or blocks are about it. Like for instance, witch, like I just said, I am newly discovering what that might mean for me, but I'm not deciding that I'm a witch. I'm remembering that I always have been. And there's a lot of blocks that got in the way of that, you know, a lot of negativity about all of the stuff that we see in society, in movies and stuff about that horrible, horrific history, which in honesty, I think the things that were done to witches are more demonic than most often the witches themselves. But I digress. I am simply saying, recognizing who you are and standing in your light is the best thing we can do, is to shine our authenticity and not being afraid to continue with that evolution of who we are. And that's about it. I just wanted to say thank you for stopping by again. And I am a soul ever evolving, having a human experience in this body, and it is a joy to be sharing this process with you all and in the world. And it's so fun to grow, even the challenges. It's such a great, expansive learning opportunity. And I just want to say thank you again for stopping by at The Craft of Living, where we are crafting our lives every day by what we think and by what we're feeling and what we're choosing to believe and what emotions we are investing in. I always go back to that story of the wolf on both shoulders, where the old Native American grandpa, forgive me if I'm wrong on the completeness of this story, but the old Native American grandpa is telling the story to his grandson about the wolves on each shoulder. And I'm sure you're going to beat me to the punchline in this, but he tells his grandson that the light wolf and the dark wolf, there is a wolves that exist within each and every one of us, the light wolf and the dark wolf. And they are always at battle. And the grandson asks, well, which one of them wins? And the grandfather says, whichever one you feed. And that comes down to what you feed in music. If you're listening to music that makes you feel down all the time, don't get me wrong, there's a place for sad music, or angry music or whatever it is, but it's just what you're choosing to ingest. If you're choosing to ingest one thing all the time for years and years and years, including radio, what content you're choosing to watch in movies, all of that stuff really makes a difference on what wolf you're feeding. And for me, it's mostly about the negative and the positive thoughts that are going on in my head, and a lot of it is self-doubt, so a lot of that going on, and just choosing to feed that other wolf that makes me feel better, that other wolf that makes me feel true to my own heart and what I'm standing for. And I share that with you now, and thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. I apologize if I'm all over the place, if I repeat myself a little bit. I want to make these recordings as organic as possible. They're always going to be authentic, but I want them to be organic and unscripted as possible. So I appreciate you for hanging in there with me on this journey, and I hope that this has given anybody out there that's on the fence about proclaiming whatever it is that they are, a little more courage, and saying, look, if you're doing no harm to anybody else and you are being in alignment with your heart and your soul, then you're doing it. And it is time for you to stand in that light and to stand in that truth and to be open to ever evolving. That's it. Okay, till we see each other next time, guys. Thanks for checking in.